Okay. All right. Hello. Welcome to my stream, internet. I am back. Well, kind of late, but I had to finish work late again, so not much I can do about it. But I am here now, and we're gonna have a good stream. I tell you, we are going to have a good stream. Now, one thing I want to say is I was intended to work out. But because of the time and situation, I won't be doing that. Instead, today's stream is going to be about come talk with me. So yeah, anyone you want to come chat with me. Yeah. So that's the stream today. We're just going to have a chat. Sorry, I was just trying to make sure it's on my YouTube and my Twitch is working. Because as I use Restream, not all the time it works, but gotta make sure it works this time. But today we are going to talk about some things. Now, I would like to share this with you today. I just learned I learned something quite unique, and I thought it was quite funny, but at the same time, I don't know. It was very unexpected, and at the same time, it's kind of made me feel confused at the same time. So what I'm talking about is you guys probably know about this. You guys on the internet. I'm not much. I'm still pretty much a caveman in terms of internet lore and internet celebrity and stuff. But Saikuno, I know about him enough to the point where I know he's a live streamer, and then that's it. Pretty much it. That's all I know. The only videos I've seen about Saikuno is him doing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! If you see my videos, I just did release a new video that is basically about Yu-Gi-Oh! To it. But anyway, that's the only video I have ever seen about Saikuno. And if any of you have been on the internet long enough, you've probably seen, is it Mugen? Yes, Mugen released a new video, and it was about Saikuno's scandal. Now, I don't know much about Saikuno. Again, I don't know the guy, I don't know enough about him, and I really don't know the guy in general, in personal. So I'm not going to comment about him, about his character or anything like that. The only thing I'll just say is that from the internet personality that he has created, I just did not expect that from him. And I believe a lot of people also have their sentiments that they did not expect that from him. They were completely shocked by the fact that this has happened and it's about him. Now, whilst watching that video, it kind of made me felt confused of the matter. Now, if you have seen the video, you probably understand what I'm saying. Is the recorded voice call, sorry, on Discord that the lady recorded to talk with Saikuno. Saikuno decided to talk with this lady instead of with his girlfriend and all that stuff, and he's been confronted and whatnot. But the situation of the video is, so I'm just readjusting the camera. Again, it's very weird. All I can say, it's very, very weird because what the young lady have said made no sense to me, because basically she's found out she's been cheated on, and found out who it was that Saikuno was cheating with. And there's not only one people, it was several people, and Saikuno has an actual girlfriend as well. So he's been in a relation the entire time. And the entire conversation with Saikuno, at some point, Saikuno said to the young lady, that he will no longer be in contact with her ever again. And she said, why? You can still talk to me, and I'll still love you to talk to me, or something on that line. Not pure verbatim or one for one to what she said, but Nonetheless, she said that she's still willing to talk to the guy. She's still willing to give him another chance, essentially. That's what she said. Because she is saying that she's not the one who's being cheated on. Because she's not the one who's in relationship with Saikuno, apparently. Apparently, Saikuno has an official girlfriend. So technically speaking, he only cheated on his girlfriend. He didn't cheat on her. Again, makes no sense to me because he's not just cheating on his girlfriend, he's cheating on everyone. Like, everyone. So, the logic she is trying to spin made no sense. And it made it even more confusing when she said that she's still willing to talk to the guy and possibly give him a chance in the near future or in the far future, depending on how much she's willing to forgive him. So, again, I am completely flabbergasted and shocked by the fact that she's said this. Because I believe anyone that has been cheated on would not want to talk to that person ever again. I think that's a very logical conclusion. That's a very logical, um, logical way of thinking. That that you would not want to talk to that person ever again. But for some reason, she wants to, and she still wants to carry on talking to him, and she wants to be kept updated as well on the situation of his relationship with his maybe soon to be ex-girlfriend. And weirdly enough, is she's somehow also friends with the ex-girlfriend, or soon to be ex-girlfriend anyway. But she doesn't want to find out from her directly, but through Saikudo instead. So I am completely flabbergasted and shocked, really, that this lady has this kind of revelation or this idea of communicating, wanting to continue to communicate with this boy. Now, another thing I am shocked as well is the fact that he's about 34 years old. So I think he's either older or similar age to me, which is crazy because I am balding, aging a lot, and becoming quite fat. And I know there's a saying called Asian don't mellow or yellow don't mellow or something like that, but still, it's kind of unfair, isn't it, that he looks so young, and I look like a crispy old duck that's about to die. Genetics. But anyway, the situation about this did it has caused some confusion, and it makes me kind of hard to to feel sorry for the people that's kind of affected by the situation because apparently there's not just her who has this sentiment, so a few of them has the same sentiment, apparently. Now, I don't know, I haven't looked into it, and I've only saw one side of the story. I haven't really seen into the actual Google document of all the conversations and everything. But from that recording, that video, that voice recording from Discord, I'm sorry, it's just very hard to kind of feel sorry for the lady that's been cheated on. Now, I'm not talking about the girlfriend that's been living with Saikuno. I'm talking about the side chick. I can't remember what her name. I think it was Mao. I think a content creator called Mao. I believe. I I do I do hope that Mao will choose not to actually continue to communicate with Saikuno. Now, obviously, I'm not saying she shouldn't or forcing her in any way or whatever. I'm just saying, like, if it's advisable or not, I would say, it'd be best not to. Only because if he's willing to cheat on you and you want to somehow continue the relationship with him, in the future, the chance of him cheating again is very high. It's an unfortunate case. It's a very unfortunate thing. So, it is at your own discrepancy and well, basically your own danger or cost of your own mentality if you wish to pursue that relationship with him. But I don't know her. I don't know Saikuno enough, so I don't know what their temperament is like, or for both of them. So yeah, but that's what I want to talk about. I just want to share this with you because I just thought, wow, that was a very weird case I've seen. And personally, I am a sucker for dramas anyway, and all these kind of like scandalous drama behavior as such. I'm a sucker for it. But nonetheless, it was a very weird one, and my goodness, watching and listening to the recording, I felt an immense amount of second-hand embarrassment for Saikuno and for the lady, because the way they talk to each other just makes me just basically if you can see my jaw will be on the floor right now. My eyes popped wide open to the point where my eyeballs has come out from my eye socket. That's how flabbergasted I felt and embarrassed about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to share that, and yeah, that's really what I had in mind. Now, not to a different note. I am making a video about this. I just haven't got around to actually finalizing it. But I want to say thank you to everyone who has seen my newest creation on the internet. Now, I've received 2.6k views on it, and that has now become my #1 top viewing video. And I am very proud, and I'm very happy that everyone has seen this video, and well, the viewership has gone overboard that I did not expect. Now, I know some people's going to say 2.6k views, that's not a lot on the internet, especially in the current climate of social media with the inflation of viewership. I mean, if you don't have at least 1 million views, you're not considered successful. So I understand that. I understand that mentality and the point of view of it. But like, the gym inflation, where people has now expect you to look like some form of superhero if you go and work out in the gym, because what is the point if you haven't achieved that kind of body, if you worked out for at least a year or two. And that's the common misconception people have, that if they work out for a year, they should look like some form of a superhero Marvel, body like type, like you've seen on the movies. But in reality, that's not the case. Unless you have some super amazing great genes, you are not going to attain that kind of body at any point. Just realize I'm turning this on. So, yes, so back to the viewership. I get 2.6k. It's not a lot, but to me it is a small time creator, a small channel, and I am very grateful. I am very happy, and I wish to extend this gratefulness to you all in the internet, for those who have subscribed, reviewed, commented it, and liked it as well. So thank you to every one of you out there who has done so, to support me. And you didn't have to, but you took the time to do all those stuff for my channel and for my video. So for that, I really do thank you all. Thank you. That's my courtesy bow to you all. So thank you all. Now, moving on, I want to talk about. I'm rushing a bit, I know. I am only doing about 30-minute stream because I am planning to go to the gym shortly. So I do apologize, this seems like I am rushing a bit, but I hope you all can forgive me for that. Now, I want to share about the anime I've been watching. So I haven't continued watching the anime that I do recommend everyone to watch, which was, if I get it out, was called Plus Size and Misadventures Love. Now, I'd said it's a great anime. I do recommend it. Obviously, you have to be aware that this is a lot of emotion going on, because it does really hit home very, very hard indeed, especially in the realms of self images and your, what's the word, self confidence itself as well. Self esteem, that's the word. Self esteem. But I've been watching another one which is called The Genius Princess Guide to, oh shoot, what was it called? There we go. The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt. That's it. There we go. Out of debt. I have been watching this anime. I have been binge watching it, and I have to say it's quite good. I do enjoy it. I do like the premises. It's not isekai type of genre. It's not the one of the mill where set fantasy genres or ancient magic or anything like that. This is just pure ancient, sort of like an ancient history of politics of nobles and royalties that exist in the world. They have knights and armors and all that stuff, but they have no magic abilities or any fantastical that appears in their life. So they are based on some form of realities, how our world existed. The only thing that's different is just probably the geopolitics that they have created in this anime doesn't exist in this world. But nonetheless, they do use a very clever scheme of how the main protagonist gets out of certain different or difficult politics that is happening in his country, and how to get out of sticky situation as well. And then main thing as well, is debt. His country is basically have no money, and he's raising as much as he can for the country. Main synopsis is that he's trying to raise the country to be very wealthy, and he's going to sell it off, and he's going to retire and run away. That's what he wants to do. But yeah, it's a good anime. I definitely recommend it. Obviously, there are some plot holes and certain things that doesn't seem quite right, but nonetheless, it's still a good anime to watch. Is it enough to keep your attention glued onto it, or spend your entire dedication and, well, basically your time and dedication for it? It's hard. It's one of those animes where it's good, but it's not good enough where it will definitely create a booming succession of seasons after seasons, like Naruto, My Hero Academia, One Piece, Bleach, and all those other animes that have similar popularities as well. It's hard. It doesn't have that kind of like fandom to it. And I'm not saying because it has to have that fandom then that anime is good. What I meant is that it doesn't have that gripping story where it does make you feel. One is relatability. It is the relatability of the anime that you can relate to the character. That's what everyone loves about stories, that you can relate to it and you can feel connection to the character. But this one doesn't. It's more like you're watching it as a third person and just viewing the world side point of view, and just watching it as like an audience, as some form of like aristocracy, watching in stadium, and then just watching the gladiators do its thing. That's what it feels like. So you feel like that you're one of the audiences in the Colosseum stadium. You're somewhat participating, but but not really at the same time. So yeah, it's a good anime again. It's still good enough where you will pay Colosseum to enter the stadium to watch, but it's not enough where you feel like you want to root for the main character, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that's really it for my anime list I'm watching. I haven't done much really, especially the weekend. I've been quite lazy. I played some games. I enjoyed my weekend off as much as I can, and Do I regret it, squandering it off? Yes, but do I enjoy the time that I squandered? Yes, indeed I did. And I did enjoy sleeping in a lot. It's been a while since I actually had a good lie in and just slept in. Well, obviously, I do prefer waking up early as well to feel that I have the day spent well and efficiently rather than wasting it all. So, this weekend will be slightly different. I am going to be a bit more productive. Although this week I do need to be a bit more productive because I need to film my next video. And I've got quite a few things I need to film. Like, actually, not a few things, actually, quite a lot to film. I don't think I'm going to film it tonight since the time is not a great one. I did finish work late, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, after this week, I won't be working as late. I'll be free finally. I'll have more time for myself. I'll be free from the burden of my labor. But yeah, I have a good few video ideas I do want to film and create, edit, and then post it for everyone to view and watch and to enjoy. So hopefully, um, yeah, I'll get it all done. I don't want to end up like this video where it took me nearly 3 months to actually edit. And it was a long time. It is partially my fault, well not partially, it is entirely my fault. I mean, I'm the only one who's filming and editing, but nonetheless, I learned my mistake. I know what I did wrong, and now I know what needs to be done next time when I do something, when I do a similar type of video. Yeah. So maybe the biggest thing I did a mistake was not writing a script. I did not know how much of a script helps, like how big a script really does, especially in terms of writing the dialogue as well. And I've done now. I've actually written the script, and I'm actually using the script to one uh, video it while I'm reading the script, and at the same time, I can also remind myself what scene I needed to film in certain parts of the dialogues because I've written in the notes underneath the each of the dialogues in the script to film of the video notes ideas of what I'm wanting to film, and it's like, yes, I remember, I need to add that, I need to add that. And in the future, if I want to add more, I can still add more, and whether or not I add it into the video is another thing, but at least I have it, and I know I've done it. I don't need to worry about I need to film it again or anything like that. Because as you can tell from my small room, preparing to film is not a very easy task, because it is quite a chore to take the green screen, get all it prepared and everything. Now I've got a bigger one. I need to, well, I need to find the right angle to film myself and put the camera as well to be able to film as much as my body is to be encapsulated by the green screen. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun for myself to do. It's gonna be quite a lot to do. I also been trying to slowly create the thumbnail for my live shows, more live videos, and I'm also recreating my banner as well. So that's one thing I am also trying to finish and look forward to completing it. So yeah, I've got a lot of things planned. I've what in my mind at the moment, and with my unfortunate brain that doesn't work very well in scheduling or following my schedule, I end up procrastinating more than I should, and ending up squandering my time away. So I need to force myself to not to waste more time or waste my time, but to use my time more efficiently. It's hard. I mean, I think we all have those moments as well where we sometimes squander our life away and our time away without realizing. So, yeah, probably this is the moment where I say, don't waste your time. Do something efficient. Do something with your life. Don't waste it away. But that's what I've done in my 20s. I've actually learnt in the hard way and sort of kind of late that I've wasted my time or where I could have been building a skill or something where in my 30s I could be reaping the benefit at some point. But I've got no choice but to do it in my 30s, and hopefully in my 40s I'll be able to reap the benefits and yeah, have a different lifestyle by then. But I'm hoping before 40 I'll be in that situation. But we can't get everything we want. We can only hope and wish. But the one thing we have to remember is that we must continue to move forward and not stagnate, and continue to improve ourselves as well. Oh, sorry, I got a blocked nose. Hay fever season is terrible this year. Hay fever triggers my eczema as well, so I get very, very itchy, and my nose gets very runny very quickly, which is not ideal or great for me, since hay fever is the bane of my life, unfortunately. But yeah, well, I think that's about it for me. I mean, that's all I have, and I am quite surprised that Restream has not disconnected me this entire time and has kept me alive for this long. So thank you, Restream, for staying alive for so long and not dying on me. So yes, thank you for working this time. But yeah, thank you all for joining my stream. This will be it for today. I will be back on Wednesday to do another stream. Probably this time I'll do some form of workout or stretching exercise, either one of them. But yes, thank you all, Internet, for joining with me, for tuning in. I hope you all have a blessed evening. Have a great evening. Enjoy the rest of the hours that you have for yourself. If not, go sleep. Have a good night's sleep. Sleep long. That's what you need as a young man, or however old you are. And yeah, see you all Wednesday. See you next time, Internet. Goodbye.